Hello, my name is Amanda, and I'm here today to discuss the health benefits of being in nature. Scientists for many years now have been studying to see if there's a direct correlation between the amount of time a person spends outside and how it affects their physical well being, mental well being, and the community's well being. What they have found is that for the physical well being, the more time that a person spends outside, they have a reduced chance of having any kind of chronic illness. It lowers their blood pressure. They found that they have lower cortisol levels, lower heart rates, less stress, less muscle tensions. They also find that you have a higher chance of weight loss and higher levels of vitamin D. All of these lead to better physical and emotional outcomes. In Japan, there's a practice called forest bathing. Forest bathing is a term that the Japanese government coined in 1982. It is a practice in which a person spends time in nature, and whether they're going for a walk or just being out in nature and observing their surroundings. And what Japanese scientists have found is that the practice of forest bathing increases your body's natural killer cells in the immune system, and these cells can help fight tumors and infections in the body. They also help increase the immune system. So with them helping increase the immune system, they have found that you can see a reduced level of cortisol and noradrenaline. This then leads to the reduced amount of stress and anxiety. There have been over 1,000 studies published since 2005 on the benefits of being outside. All of them have found that there's a correlation between being outside and it helping to reduce the amount of anxiety, but also helping increase a person's self-esteem. They've also found that it can help with memory and with certain kind of mental illnesses such as depression, attention deficit disorder, and they've also found that it can help reduce aggression. Another study done in the United Kingdom in 2015 with 2,000 people found that being outside had lower rates of crime and increased unity in the community. What they found is that in densely populated areas, where as long as they had some access to some nature and some trees, 41% of people then reported less depression, and then there was a 13% decrease in crime. They also found that people tended to be a little bit more friendly and have a little bit more community involvement in those neighborhoods. What they also found in terms of for the community aspect is that there is a correlation between different communities and how much trees that they have, and also the amount of chronic illnesses in those areas. For many years now, scientists have been studying in the United States different areas with different chronic illnesses and their relationship to nature, and they have found a direct correlation between a person's outcome of having a chronic illness and likelihood and their chances compared to somebody that lives in a different area with more access to nature and the area. What they have found is that people in certain areas like Alaska, where they don't have any access to any kind of light for 6 months of the year, they have found that they have higher levels of depression, anxiety, lack of energy, and that's a lot directly related to the vitamin D, but they also found that they're not able to get out as much. Whereas certain areas of the country where you're able to have more time outdoors and actually be comfortable, they have found, and daylight, they have found that in those benefits that they're able to, there's a decrease in the amount of chronic illnesses and cardiovascular disease. With that being said, in conclusion, there are many different health benefits to being in nature, from physical, mental, and community. Being outside is making sure the amount of time that you have spent outside has a direct correlation in between your chances of having cardiovascular disease, depression, obesity, chronic illness, muscle tensions, stress, and anxiety. Thank you.